Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. I'm here bringing you your June 2019 channeled messages. Thank you for coming to my channel, for subscribing. For those of you who haven't yet, please do. I am just overwhelmed and so grateful for all the subscribers I have gotten, and for you joining me on my spiritual journey and allowing me to be a part of yours as well. So this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Sagittarius. Especially check out your moon sign, because that's where our feels are as far as our emotions and stuff. So Sagittarius, for you guys, when I was meditating on your situation, your number was number 1, which is super exciting. I kept getting the number 17 as well, which means a couple of things for me. So first off, number 1, new beginnings, starting a whole new journey, taking that leap of faith, and putting your whole heart and effort into something to get you one step closer to that dream that you're trying to achieve. The number 17, it breaks down to 8, which means movement. Movement is happening, but instead of showing me the number 8, which I would interpret as you're doing the moving, like taking action, moving forward towards something. When it comes to me as a 17, it means that it's outside of you. So 1 being your main number, and then whatever adds to that to get to 8 for movement. So that's how that's how I interpret number 17. So somebody in your energy in your life is making movement towards you. It's going to affect you. The result of them moving, like energetically, like instead of being at a stalemate, you are finally going to see movement in somebody who will immediately affect your energy. So if you're in separation from somebody, they could be coming towards you. If you lost contact with a family member, I'm seeing that as well. They're contacting you. So communication and movement is coming from an outside person towards you, which is going to bring you many, many blessings and much happiness. So how exciting is that? For some of you Sagittariuses, you are truly freeing yourself. You're tired of the fight. You're tired of making everyone happy except for yourself. And you're finally able to break free, to clear your energy around you and truly begin to work on your own self, your own growth, your own ascension, your own enlightenment. And you're making huge strides in the month of June. This is a big month for you guys. June and July, it's going to be huge for personal relationships. This energy, I'm recording this the 15th of May. The energy this weekend with the full moon is going to be crazy. It's pushing people out of those karmic cycles. It's highlighting in extreme ways. Anything that's not working, it will be highlighted and action will be taken. So once again, if you're waiting on somebody, big movement. But really, you guys, for those of you who have been struggling with being in separation from somebody, you're finally cutting free from that energy. You're finally cutting yourself off, giving it up to source and letting it go, and in hopes it returns, but you're no longer holding out for that return. And that is exactly what needs to be done. Having faith that the universe will bring in for you what is meant for you. For some of you, you are moving homes in June. You are moving out of a place. You could feel like you've outgrown the place or you've outstayed the place. So if your family's gotten bigger, you could be getting a bigger home. If you were staying with somebody until you could get on your feet, you now feel like you have grown enough to get out on your own, or overstayed your welcome, one of the two. But big moves for you Sagittariuses. This is going to bring you so much happiness. You're going to be able to finally focus on your own home, creating your own dreams, and it's going to be a very, very positive move for you guys. For some of you, you're having past life issues come to the surface. These are being brought to the surface simply so you can acknowledge them, heal them, and release them. They have to be brought to the surface and dealt with before you can move on in your journey. And it's now time to clear up anything that isn't that hasn't been dealt with. For some of you, you're really just, I see you like literally dropping weights off your shoulders. So it's that, to me, that tells me you are laying down anything that brings you down, weighs you down. You are getting rid of the load on your shoulders that you've been carrying for quite some time now. And for a majority of you, it wasn't even yours to carry. You're putting that down and you're really feeling empowered by it. For some of you, you are done with love. You have been hurt. You have been used. You have been lied to. And it's just enough is enough. You're going to focus much of your attention on your career, on your personal goals, you know, getting that raise, getting that promotion, getting that new job. Some of you are completely flipping careers. And you're going to find a lot of enjoyment in this. You're going to find something that you're so passionate about, and it's going to be a joy to go to work again. It's not going to be work. It's going to be something that you truly enjoy and are able to have much success at. Some of you who are looking for a job, if you've been out of a job for around 8 to 10 weeks, that group of you, I do see you getting a call back, but you're kind of getting like hot and cold signals from them. Like you think you have the job, and then they say something in the interview and you're like, okay. And now it's been a couple weeks. They are going to call you for a call. They are going to call you with a job offer, but this person is very meticulous about who they hire, and they're really going through everybody with a fine-tooth comb. But for this group of you, you're going to get a call back, especially if it's something to do in the line of like, like sales, but you're not the salesperson. You're going to be like assisting somebody, like the paperwork part of it, which is a lot of responsibility, but you're going to do great. For those of you who, it's a third party situation. I can't tell if you're the one with it or the one in it. But either way, you're dropping it. You're done. Especially I'm seeing water signs and earth signs, except for Capricorn. I'm not seeing Capricorn. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, and Aries. You're really laying it down. You are, Sagittarius is coming to such a turning point in their life. You know your value, and you know you deserve more than this, and you're not going to deal with it anymore. For the majority of you, they will be back. For some of you, they won't, but that's okay, because that only makes room energetically for someone who is meant for you to come in. You could have thought this was like a soulmate or something, but for the group that they don't return, they were just really emotionally manipulative. Sorry, my hair's driving me nuts. They tried to control you by using your feelings against you. They were back and forth. One day they were leaving this person and going to spend forever with you. And the next day they were back with that other person and weren't answering your texts. You just got tired of the drama. You got tired of the bullshit. And you got tired of putting in all the work and not getting anything out of it but a heartache and a headache. So you're laying it down. If you're dealing with a earth sign though, especially Taurus or Cancer, or Taurus, well, Cancer too, Taurus or Virgo, they will return. For this group of you, this is a twin flame soulmate connection. They had many karmic debts and lessons to pay with their other person. So it was like a vicious cycle for you guys. And unfortunately you got caught in the mix of them, breaking free and then having to go back and finish a karmic cycle, then breaking free, then having to go back. Especially if, it could happen 2 or 3 times, but if like last November, early December, when that energy shifted and Neptune moved, that's when they like went back to their partner. They're coming back in the month of June. It could have been, late last spring, you two got back together after the last time you broke up. And then November, December, they left and went back to that other person. In June, they're going to be back. For the majority of them, they have completely broken free from that karmic partner. That was their last karmic, or that was their last cycle, or not their last cycle. It's the same cycle going over and over again, but they weren't learning their lesson. They weren't completing the cycle. So they had to keep going back and back. It's one cycle. They are moving out of that and breaking free from that in the full moon energy in the middle of May. So when they return in June, for the majority of them, they are going to be done with that karmic cycle. There are a couple stragglers that still did not learn their lesson and will be back. But I don't think for the group of you that they go back again, you're going to completely be done with them. I don't see it coming together within the next 8 years, because you're going to be done, like done. And you mean it this time. Not in June, but if they come back in June and then are with you and then back in November, they head back to their karmic, that'll be it. That'll be done. Because I see you guys just walking away at that point. For those of you who have just recently started seeing, I'm seeing air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo. If you recently started seeing them in the last 2 months, 3 months, I'm seeing around January or February, you guys are going to take your relationship to the next level in the month of June. Some of you could be moving in together. Some of you could be, becoming exclusive. This is a really good person for you. They have the best intentions and they really want to treat you well. They are going to treat you like a king or a queen, and this is going to bring you so much joy, so much happiness, so much love to your life. So don't get scared of it and chase it away, because it's almost too good to be true, because they're that good a person. For those of you dealing with another fire sign, Sagittarius like yourself, Aries or Leo, if you kind of like drifted apart or kind of broke up for a little bit after a little tower moment, somebody could have been lying to them, making them believe lies about you, or vice versa, because if you're both Sagittariuses. But they're realizing that person lied. They're realizing the mistake that they made in walking away from you, and they are going to return. They're going to want to have a second chance with you. They're going to want to try to rekindle this. This person could have, there's like a large age difference, like anywhere from 3 to 10 years. They're a little bit less mature than you, Sagittarius, and they're just trying to learn life like we were 10 years ago, Be gentle with them. They really thought what they had heard was true, and they are coming back giving a sincere apology and wanting you to give them a second chance. This is totally up to you. Either way it goes, I see it being okay for you guys. So you might be hesitant because you're thinking, well, how do I know the next time someone says something ain't gonna jet, So, but they're not gonna do that again. They learned that mistake and they are back for genuine intentions. For some of you, June 3rd is going to be a big day. My hair just started standing on end. June 3rd is going to be a big day for you. It looks like it's something within the career. You could be getting a call back. You could be getting word that like financing went through for like schooling that you got to take. This is going to raise you up in the company. You're getting some kind of news that you were approved for something within your own career. So this is going to be wonderful for you. It's just going to add to your resume, and it's going to give you a whole nother like dimension to your career that you can then use for the collective to help people. This isn't a service job. So oh, I'm seeing so many, but yeah, it's in a place of service. You do a service for someone else. June 13th is also going to be a big day. Some shifts in the planets. You guys could be very irritable, very like bitey. Be aware of this so you're not biting the heads off of somebody who doesn't deserve it. There's just a really heavy energy around, and just every little thing. You're so bitchy that you can't stand yourself type of energy. And you just like go put yourself to bed to take a nap. It's going to be one of those days. So just be cautious of it. Wake up that morning and be like, it's going to be a great day, and hope for the best. For some of you guys, your chakras are out of balance. It would be of much benefit to you to clear those. You can do meditations to clear them. You can go to a Reiki master and have them cleared, but especially your root and your throat chakra. And when you clear those two, your first and your fifth chakra, your third eye is going to open. It's trying to open right now, but when it can't get to there because it has to have a clear path. Well, if any chakra is out of balance, you won't be able to see with your third eye. So work on clearing your root and your throat chakra if you're wanting to allow that that third eye chakra to open. For some of you, you're getting major downloads around the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of June in your sleep. Make sure you're keeping a regular sleep pattern. For those of you who aren't, you're going to get really bad cluster headaches when you receive these downloads. So it would be beneficial for you to drink lots of water, to get plenty of sleep, and really try to eat right. Eat lots of greens those 3 days, raw if you can, like lettuce and, broccoli, things like that. It's just going to help you with your tiredness, because these are major downloads. So you're going to be exhausted when you wake up. You're going to feel like you haven't slept all night. For those of you who live down in the southern United States, I'm seeing some sort of flooding. Yeah, I'm just getting, keep plenty of bottled water, because there's something like flooding. I don't know if it's hurricane or, I know that's so general, but they're saying, I can't get what they're saying. Yeah, just keep an emergency kit in a safe place that you could get to it in the event of a flood, a tornado, a hurricane, whatever, because this is a natural disaster. And you're going to be called to help, like a Red Cross or a FEMA or something. This is a major natural disaster. I don't see it affecting you. I see you going to help. So, and there's going to be a shortage of water. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get much more out of that, but for those of you who have recently split up from who you felt was your soulmate, because you found out that they weren't being 100% honest with you, you feel really some of you are feeling just downright pissed, because everything they promised you they wouldn't, they did. Everything that they told you they would do, they didn't. And it's really knocking you down. You can't concentrate at work, you can't eat, you can't sleep, or you sleep all day and then binge out at night. Get out in nature. Go walk around in the grass without your shoes on. Go take a walk, down by the river, or, if you can get to the beach. Nature is going to help balance those emotions out for you. And I know it probably sounds silly, but it actually is, it will work. Get as close to Mother Nature as you can. Go for a walk through the park, but take your shoes off and stand on the ground, or sit like Indian style on the ground and just shut your eyes for a second and imagine your root going down to the center of the earth, to mother, to the core of earth, and, your crown opening up to the heavens, and just picture a constant flow of energy flowing through you, down through the earth, back up, and just ask your angels to bring you healing, to bring you relief from this pain, this heartache, this sadness. Because for this group of you, it's like really like almost debilitating you to the point where like I said, you can't concentrate on anything. You don't want to see anybody. You're getting to that point where it's like depression, and you're starting to isolate. So get back out there. Get out there. You don't have to see anybody, just sneak out to your backyard if that's what it takes. But really try to connect with Mother Nature in that way, and it's going to bring you some relief, because I can feel your sadness. Like my stomach hurts right now all of a sudden because I feel sick to my stomach with sadness. For those of you who have been in separation from a twin, this relationship would have started 3 to 4 years ago, and you've been together 2 to 3 to 4 times. This person, they got a huge wake-up call. All of a sudden, at the end of May, they're going to wake up and realize, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I got to go. I got to get out of here. And they're going. They will be reaching out to you the second week of June. Make sure you read the small print if they want to have a relationship with you. Because some of them, yeah, we're together. But they're not telling you, they're not lying to you, but they're not telling you, they're not like full disclosure, their information. So ask questions. If they get defensive when you ask these questions, they're not ready. If they give you an answer you don't like, they're not ready. Some of them are ready. That's why you need to ask, because some of them aren't and will try to act ready, but you can't fool the universe. It knows. So those are going to be your clues. On the 17th of June, you're going to have an omen. Whether that be a spirit animal, a number, it's going to be a blatant, obvious omen. You could be, standing at your office window and a coyote walks by or something, something weird. How often is a coyote in New York City type of thing? Like, it's going to be weird. It's going to like rattle you almost. And then you're going to be like, oh shit, that was it. Like, and you're going to get excited because this is telling you, your spirit guides are trying to tell you that you got something big coming in for you. In the month of July, for this group of you, you are going to be much, much surprised by the stage that your relationship has just gone to. This is from somebody that you're not with right now, but within the month from the 17th of June till mid-July, you're going to be shocked where you're at. But the 17th, you're going to see an omen in the form of a spirit animal or, whatever it means to you. Everybody has different omens. So, but it's going to rattle you, and then you're going to get all excited. So believe it's coming for you if that's what you truly want. When you have faith in your divine counterparts, then it's amazing how much they help us get into our right path. For those of you, it looks like I'm not sure if these are like your children or you're adopting, or there's some issues with someone in your family. There's a reason you're in court with children, trying to get them under your roof. So I don't know if this is like an adoption or like, you lost your children temporarily, or, your sister's kids need a place because something happened to her. There's some reason why you're in court with these kids. You're going to get them. They're going to come home to you. I'm seeing different ranges, but there's kids probably from the age of 12 to 16. They're going to have a little bit of trouble adjusting, just because it's not their home, but give them their space. Let them come to you in time, because they will. They're going to see that you're there for the right reasons. They have built up this like shield, because where they've been before hasn't worked out. People have given up on them, or they feel like people have given up on them, or they feel like people chose other things over them. So they're putting up that defense, that guard, just in case it doesn't work out, to where they're not gonna get their heart broke again. They're scared to be happy. Give them their time. Within a month, they're gonna warm up and see that you're the real deal, and you're gonna love them, and it's gonna work out. So big happy day in court that day. I feel like, like screaming, because you guys are so happy, and this is so amazing. There's yeah, I'm seeing all different numbers of kids, so I'm not gonna say, because I mean the largest amount of kids I see is 5, but the joy that this is gonna bring you is amazing, but the way you're gonna change their life is even more miraculous, because you're giving these kids a chance in this world. And I'm gonna cry because they're so happy. So bless you for what you're doing, and you're really fighting for these kids, so that's amazing. For those of you, there's a group of you who, it looks like you were with a twin flame, and you were the third party, and you got pregnant by this person and lost the baby. You're gonna have another opportunity to build a family with that person, but it's like after you lost the baby, they turned into like super asshole. They have a lot of guilt about that. They feel that the stress they put you under caused you to lose that child, and that's why they pushed away. That's why they don't want to talk about it. That's why they don't want to think about it, because they feel responsible for it. They're going to work through that pain, and come forward and apologize. They thought it was just better to walk away than to try to, they didn't know how to admit the guilt, and they didn't want to admit the guilt. So they thought it'd just be easier to disappear, to push away, and not have to try to explain, if that makes sense. But they will work through that. They will come through, and it will work out for the best. For those of you who are wanting to, it looks like you're like moving across, either across the ocean or across like the states. There's going to be a delay due to, there's something with, I don't know, there's something with your paperwork, especially if you're going overseas. There's going to be a major delay. It's going to be put off till about August for those of you who, sorry about that. My kid was standing here looking at me like, so I had to see what she needed. It looks like with your paperwork, I'm not quite sure if there's a delay in getting your passport, or it's something along those lines. You need the right documentation to be able to move to where you're going. Don't stress out. It's okay. Everything's going to work out. I do see you going in late July, early August, and it going off without a hitch. So just know that sometimes when it doesn't happen in the time that you have planned, it's something you're not meant to go at that time. I mean, it could have kept you from, something as big as a plane crash to something as little as you would have lost your luggage. But something wasn't right for you to be in that space in that time. So allow the delay, and know that it will happen. For those of you who are waiting on somebody who you are in separation from and you haven't heard from them, in months. They are reaching out to you in early June. They've been going through a big dark night of the soul, and they are starting to awaken to their psychic abilities, starting to receive messages. They're going to reach out to you. They were just trying to get this figured out. They were trying to, you know, put A, B, and C together to try to figure out where they're at and what they're doing. Some of you kind of had a wild heyday in May, kind of let loose, you know, had a good time, may have hooked up with different people, kind of did things that were out of your personality, you know, things that were on the edge of danger. By June, you're going to be like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, you almost scare yourself. You're like, why did I do that? I could have died. Or why did I do that? That was stupid. Or what the hell did I go home with that for? Like, you're getting this like massive wake up call in June. And it's going to put you right back on the straight and narrow, the path forward. But you had to let loose. You had to have a little fun. And I wouldn't regret it. Every experience is meant to bring us something in our life. It's just puts us one step closer to getting to where we're going. So enjoy the journey. Don't put so much seriousness in it. It's all about the journey. It's not about the destination so much as our experiences along the way. So don't beat yourself up. It's okay. For some of you, you're going to like a wedding or a graduation party or something. It's a big gathering. You're going to meet somebody new there. This person is a little bit older than you. If you're the female, or if you're the male, if you're the female, it's vice versa. The female is older than the male, however that fits in your situation. The older female is gonna be a little bit reserved because there is a little bit of an age difference. She don't know what people are gonna think. Keep going for it. This is a beautiful relationship that will blossom into a lot of happy years ahead of you. So amazing energy for you guys. Sagittarius, you guys are really grown leaps and bounds within. Really exciting things for you guys, and it's going to be an even better July. So I hope you enjoy these messages. I send you all love, light, and God bless.